Welcome to the Boxing Bookie. We are back. It's good to be back. Got a good one for you guys. They're gonna do two shows today. I haven't done two shows in a little while, so we definitely doing two shows today, guys. Please like, share, and subscribe. Gonna have a good one today. Gonna do two shorter shows today. Let me take care of a couple of things here first. Let me get this all set up. I was having issues. I was having some issues with YouTube and Canva, but we got everything set up. So I'm glad everybody's here, guys. Please like, share, and subscribe. I'm gonna drop a link real quick for you guys to become a member. Hang on one second. Give me 1 second. Get all this straightened out here. All right, we'll get started in just a second. I got to straighten a couple things out. Oh, and I got my taxes done this morning. So that is all done. I got my taxes done this morning. So no more 3-year battle with the IRS, hopefully. But to God's ears, please, no more battling with the IRS. I had a 3-year battle with the IRS, and that did not go well for me. But that's over with. That's in the past. And now we're just focused on the future. I think Julian Rodriguez can beat Sandoval. It'll be a good fight. I went into the tape with an open mind on that, thinking that J Rod could potentially beat Sandoval. I can't see it. I don't see a path to victory. He doesn't throw enough. He's going to keep him off of him. How's he going to win? He's not. He doesn't. I did a breakdown on it. Let me get that in a second, guys. Please like, share, and subscribe. Become a member. Become a Patreon. Like, share, and subscribe. Become a member. It's linked. It's linked in the chat. It's pinned in the chat. $5 a month gets you the absolute best gambling advice anywhere in the known boxing universe. It gets you to ask the bookie anything. It gets you access to the Discord. It gets you the members only live streams, the members only chat. It gets you the merch. It gets you all that. Just $5 a month. Just $5 a month. It gets you the absolute best gambling advice anywhere in the known boxing universe. Make sure to become a member today. Also become a Patreon. Link is in the description. It gets you access to the Discord. It gets you the live betting, the updated props. It gets all the best gambling advice anywhere in the known boxing universe for just $5 a month. Just $5 a month. Gets you the absolute best gambling advice. So make sure to become a Patreon. Make sure to become a member. Do all that good stuff. Show your love. Show your support for the channel. I do appreciate everyone. All right. After y'all do that, head on over to carnivalbar.com. That's carnivalbar.com. It's the nutrition of a steak. It's the convenience of a bar. That's carnivalbar.com. Carnivalbar.com. The Carnival Bar is clean, shelf-stable nourishment crafted by hand for adventures, picnics, and everything in between. That's carnivalbar.com. Carnivalbar.com. Make sure to use promo code BOXING at checkout to save 10%. That's promo code BOXING at checkout to save 10%. Let's get into today's show. Again, two shows today. I dropped videos. I dropped the Sandoval and Rodriguez video. I dropped that. I'm working on a Khalil Cove video. These are interesting fights. I want to get into that real quick. Let me just check something real quick. Yeah, Kane Sandoval and Julian Rodriguez was dropped last night. So I've gotten the Caleb Walsh is dropped, Andy Cruz is dropped, and Kane Sandoval is dropped. So all those three are live. All those three. I'm working on. What am I working on now? Khalil Ko. I just watched the tape on Khalil Ko. I want to spend some time on these fights because the odds of these are intriguing. On the Cain Sandoval Julian Rodriguez fight. I'm watching and how I'm watching the tape on Hammer Hands Rodriguez, and it's not that he's bad or anything. I just think stylistically, I don't see how he wins. I don't see how he beats Cain Sandoval. You know, he can fight up the front foot, he can fight up the back foot. Talk about J Rod. He can move a little bit, hammer hands. Decent legs, can move laterally. Not a lot of volume. He's not a huge hitter. He stays behind the high guard. He's been very inactive. This is the poll question. This is the poll question because I'm intrigued, but I can't see a path to victory at all. That's the poll question. Rodriguez upset Sandoval. Yes. No. That's the poll question because I wanted to take thinking, okay, yeah, I can see this. Cain Sandoval, I think is just gonna outwork him, out hustle him, chop him down, break him down. I don't think he's gonna be able to keep him off him. I don't think he uses the ring well enough. I don't think he uses his jab enough. I don't think he's a bad fighter. I just stylistically, I think Sandoval is very, very difficult for him. I think Sandoval is a good fighter. I think he's a good pressure fighter. There's a lot I like about Sandoval. I think stylistically, it's all wrong for Rodriguez, who doesn't throw much. He doesn't really use his jab. He's not a volume guy. He's going to get outworked. Rodriguez starts slow. He does start slow. So he's going to give away rounds early. Like he can start the fight down after 4 rounds, be down 3-1. Now what do we do? Now he's going to have to deal with the relentless pressure, relentless volume of Sandoval. And Sandoval wins punches. He's a knockout artist. He has one of the best KOs. So he's going to knock out Sandoval? He's a knockout. He's got a great knockout. Yes, he does. He also got dropped in that fight. And he's not fighting Avius Griffin, right? Like this is what I mean. Like the boxing meth doesn't work. He's not fighting Adrian Griffin. And the other thing I want to address real quick is this is two things, right? I want to get into the Avius Griffin discussion, but also he's a knockout artist. Okay. He's got one knockout in 5 years. And that came in the 10th round against Griffin in a fight that he was knocked down in. I don't know that I would call that one knockout in 5 years. I don't know that I would call that a knockout artist. If you paint one picture in 5 years, are you an artist? You know? If you sing one song in 5 years, are you a musician? I don't know. You a vocalist? I don't know. And now to move on to Avius Griffin. Avius Griffin is a mover who's long, who circles, who uses the ring. Avius Griffin is the complete opposite of Cain Sandoval. So what you did with Avius Griffin, which honestly wasn't great. Let's not act like what he did he was in a dog fight with Avius Griffin, very, very close, very, very competitive fight with Avius Griffin. And he got dropped in the fight. And he got him out in the 10th round. So kudos to him. He got it done. In a 50-50 fight with Avius Griffin, he took matters into his own hand and got the stoppage in the final round. Shout out to him. Avius Griffin is nothing like Cain Sandoval. So what you do with Avius Griffin tells me nothing with what you'll do in Cain Sandoval. Cain Sandoval throws 100 punches around. Cain Sandoval is going to be on you. Cain Sandoval ain't going to look to great distance. He ain't going to look to use the ring. He ain't going to look to circle. He's going to come after you. Is he easier to hit than Avius Griffin? Yes. So what you're telling me is that the path to victory and get me and let me know if I'm wrong. The path to victory is standing in and slugging with Kane Sandoval and knocking him out when you have one knockout in 5 years. I don't know. I don't know if that's the best pass. Like, just to put this in perspective, Kane Sandoval's got 15 knockouts in 4 years. 15 knockouts in 4 years. Whereas Julian Hammerhand Rodriguez has one knockout in 5 years. Yeah. You understand my point here, correct? No. I'm having issues here. Hang on. All right. I'm good. Let me get through some of these. Let me get through some of these. But Hammerheads and I leave off on that. What up, Railway? I'm bugging out here. A lot of people, guys, vote in the poll. Everybody vote in the poll. Troy Nash is going to be on the undercard. I think he's a good prospect to watch. I need to watch more tape on Troy Nash. I've been impressed so far, for sure. I got a really deep dive on the tape on Troy Nash, for sure. Troy Nash is 20 years old. Out of Colorado Springs. Just one knockout. He's fighting my boy Jacob Ramos. This is not an easy fight. Jacob Ramos is my boy out of Plano, Texas. I know him since he was in the amateurs. Really good fighter. Hasn't been that active as a pro, but Jacob Ramos, good skills, really good skills, high level fighter, really good amateur background. He's fought mostly in Texas. He's fought only in Texas. Yeah, 4-0. He fought twice in 2023, once in 2024, once in 2025. You know, not great opposition, but not terrible either. 4-0, taking it on Troy Nash. Troy Nash is a good-looking prospect. No power either. This is going to be a better fight than you guys think. Jacob Ramos has a chance in this fight. You know, I got to watch the tape on both these guys. I know a lot of people think very, very highly of Troy Nash. 5-0-1. He has a draw in his last fight with Mehmet Kamili. That was in the Grand Prix. I'm going to do my tape on him. And I'm going to try to do my tape on Jacob Ramos, see if I have any tape on him other than what I showed me in the amateurs. This is an interesting fight. And this is what makes Zuffa interesting, is because no other promotion would make this fight at this stage in their career. You got two prospects who look really good. And kudos to both of these guys for taking this fight. I don't know if they know each other from the amateur. I think they're about the same age. He's 20. How I guess Ramos might be a year or two older. Oh, Ramos is 5 years older. Okay. Ramos is 25. So, I mean, this is interesting. This is an interesting fight. Both guys need a win here. A win changes the direction for both these guys. It changes their life in many ways. This is a huge fight. I know a lot of you guys probably aren't familiar with Jacob Ramos. He's from my neck of the woods. He's fought in Fort Worth. He's from Dallas, Plano area. He's from my hood. I know Jacob Ramos well. Really high-level amateur, really good amateur. This is going to be interesting. This is a real fight that he's in. Cruz stoppage at plus 375 is looking nice right now. That is looking nice right now, dudes. That is looking real nice right now. We're going to look at all of that. I went Xander, Keyshawn, Cruz, and Caleb on a parlay called all money line. I went Xander, Keyshawn, Cruz, Caleb. Yeah, hell yeah. Too easy? It's too easy. Too easy. That's too easy. Too easy. That is way too easy. Do you think over 10.5 rounds for the Andy Cruz fight at minus 265 is a good bet? It's a tough one. I think it probably goes the distance. I probably like Cruz to win, but on points, he's going to win. The question is, I don't like the price at 265, right? Like that tells me 2.5 times out of 3, 265 times out of 300, he's going to stop him. I mean, it's going to go over 10 and a half. It's going to go over 10 and a half. I'm sorry. I am bugging. I need to get some sleep. So this, what that bet is telling me is 265 times out of 365 times, it's going to go over 10 and a half. It's not a terrible bet. I think Cruz wins by decision. I think Cruz by stoppage at plus whatever he said he got it at, plus 375. I think that's great value. I don't like betting on Cruz on the methodology. I don't like, because it's just, what does he feel like doing? If he feels like getting the stoppage, he'll get it. If he feels like playing with his food and just winning every round, he'll do that. What does he feel like doing? I don't know. I don't like betting on the methodology of Cruz fights. I would say the best bet for Cruz here is just put him in your parlay. Put it in your parlay. Collect the easy dividend. Bring down the odds. The odds are pretty good. He's like minus 200. I don't want to get picky with this. I'm just taking Cruz on the money line in my parlay. Easy money. Nothing to worry about. Cash in and go. Do you think over 10 and a half? I don't like the price on it, Jackson. I don't like the price on it. Cruz is good value. I don't think Keyshawn is good value at all at minus 500. Ortiz is really good. 500 is not the best value, but I do think it's kind of a mismatch. I don't think Jermaine Ortiz is going to be super competitive in this fight. I really don't. I think, I don't want to say it's one-way traffic, but I think Keyshawn is a level or two ahead of Jermaine Ortiz. So I think Keyshawn's going to win this relatively easy. I don't think this is going to be that competitive of a fight. I got Cruz winning however he wants. Great value bet. Yeah. I really think the best bet here is just in your parlay, Cruz money line. Boom. Let's move on to the next one. Pick it up and let's move on. Working on my video for Cruz versus Muay Thai. It was looking like no one was picking Raymond, but I finally found some channels that are. Ooh, he goes. Who's picking Muay Thai? I'm interested because I don't give it much of a shot. You think Tio upsets Shakur, even possible draw? No, I don't. I think Shakur schools him. I was at Griffin's fight when he fought in New York City. He got clipped a lot when he fought Jose Sanchez. From what Avius Griffin is not Cain Sandoval. It's not. I don't know if Julian is going to win because Cain is very active and precise, but Cain is there to be hit. He is there to be hit. He's going to get hit. He drops his hands a lot. Julian is also accurate, puts his combos. He doesn't throw enough combinations. It's so much one at a time, and he doesn't set things up off the jab. I don't give him much of a chance to win. But Griffin was also KO. It takes one punch. Griffin was winning the fight at first. 15. I understood. But what we're saying, PJ is calling out the opposition of Cain Sandoval, and that's more than fair. His competition is mostly, domestic level guys, and that's fine. But you were saying that Hammer Hands is a KO artist. He's got one knockout in 5 years. Sandoval, his competition isn't great. Gino Rodrigo, Ramiro Dano, Javier Molina. I mean, these are names and not anything that I would. And then his first fight of note was Jose Angulo, the Ecuadorian fighter, who's not terrible. I mean, he's an opponent. He gets beat by everyone. He just got knocked out by Gila Hockett. He fought Rashidi Ellis. He fought Cletus Selden in a very close fight. So I mean, that's what we're looking at here. He's that kind of guy. This should be, and those are the guys that kind of Cain Sandoval just walks through, just absolutely walks through him. I was at Kane's fight when he fought Wesley Tucker. He looked impressive. I got to go watch the most recent fight. I think Kane is good. I like his volume. He's relentless. He can move his feet a little bit. Obviously he's not a mover. He's got some decent skills. Go watch the breakdown. Go watch the video on that. I signed off on Ken Sandoval. Jacob Banks Skull to go the distance. I gotta watch the tape on that. I don't even have a book on it. I mean, it certainly seems like a fight that goes the distance, right? I mean, it certainly seems like that. Yeah. Tio and Shakur to me is like a 60-40 fight. I think Tio wins if Shakur has anything less than a crib. Ooh. Hot take. That's a spicy take by Deuce. Okay. Gary, did you bet on the game last night? Oh, god dang, Oscar. There you go. No, I don't bet on football, dude. I only bet on boxing. What you're seeing here, this is what I do. I don't bet on anything else. But shout out to you. Shout out Oscar the Grouch. $6,000. I did my long-term parlay the other day. Check out the video. Let me see if I can find it. I'll link it for you. Hang on, PJ. PJ, for you, anything for you, PJ. Let me see if I can find the link for it. There it is. I put it in the chat for you, PJ. Check out that video. That's got everything on it. Gary is a real one. Enough said. No doubt one of the best cappers in the game. Thank you, LP. I appreciate you, LP. Shout out to you. How do I get in the Discord? You join the Patreon or you hit that member button. Join the member, become a member, $5 a month, or become a Patreon. I'll get you in the Discord. A couple of Latinos, surprise. Okay. Latinos always going to back Latino fighters. Always. Yeah, I get it. Like, I'm an Italian guy, and I still get Italians telling me Rocky Marciano is the greatest heavyweight of all time. It's like, guys, Rocky Marciano was capped. Like, Rocky Marciano was a manufactured product. Come on. Shakur will win the later rounds against Tio, but I think he might lose a lot of early ones, and it could end up being really close. I think Shakur is going to dominate the fight. I think Shakur is going to win 10 rounds to 2. Like, I do. Of all the dogs on the 31st, Kelly is the best bet for me. Let's take a look at that. Let's take a look at who is the best dog. Guys, vote in the poll. Everybody vote in the poll. Everybody vote in the poll. Voting in the poll is necessary. If you don't vote in the poll, it's probably because you're a gay retard or something like that. So everybody vote in the poll. I want to see this because this is interesting to me. January 31st. Who is the best? Yeah, I'm going to go chalk on these fights. I would say who has the best chance of pulling the upset, Carlos Castro. I don't think Carlos Castro is going to win, but if you told me, Gary, there's one upset on the 31st, who gets upset, I would say Shushu. I don't think Shushu's going to get upset, but you're making me pick one here, right? So I'll take Shushu. And that league sparring, Tio looks a lot bigger than Shakur. I've met both of them many times. Tio doesn't look bigger. Tio is bigger. Shakur said he's better than Ali and Crawford. Good for him, man. Good for him. good for Shakur. I love the confidence. Look, I'm not going to get mad at someone for saying that. I love the confidence. He should think that. He's a pound-for-pound fighter. He's one of the best fighters on planet Earth. I want him to think that way. It's not true, but I want him to think that way. Right? It's like my boy Paul Pierce. My boy Paul Pierce says he's better than Wade. He's better than LeBron. He's better than all these guys. He's probably the best scorer of all time. I love that confidence. I love that. I want him to think that way. Yeah, in a real way. What up? What up, Marlon Machine? It's good to have you here. There's January's parlay. Everybody check that out. The real lock is the over on the Tio fight. Oh, for sure. I definitely take the over. Mexico. This was I saw Gene Tunney is the great. Before my time. It seems like Tio is going with a KO in his fight. It's all he's been saying lately. Okay, he can try to go with a KO. He tried to go for the KO with George Kambosos. How did that work out? I think Tio is a great fighter. I really do. I think this is Shakur Stevenson is a master. Like, I don't think anybody's beating Shakur. Huh? Shakur only led a couple of punches around. Remember when Tio outpointed Loma because Loma. It's not true, and they're very different fighters. They're very different fighters. I'll go do the tape on this relatively soon. I may change my mind on it. I don't think I will though. I think I got Shakur by decision. He sent me something on the Discord. Let me see. Oh, we're gonna be using this. Shout out to Addison. We're going to be using this in a real way. Yes, indeedy. This is dope. Thank you, Addison. That is dope as hell. I appreciate that. We're going to be using that at some point. That is dope. Thank you, bro. You guys will see what I'm talking about. Kelly operates at a high level like Murata in terms of footwork, hand speed, and head movement. Is he that fast, though? Like, he's pretty fly for a white guy, but is he actually that fast? Is he really? He's got a huge problem keeping his hands up. That's true. And Muay Thai's counterpunching could Mortas's counterpunching. I got Muay Thai in the brain. Punching could be a problem. I think he's gonna get tracked. He might do well for a while, and then he's gonna get tracked down and he's gonna get stopped. I don't think Tio is going for the KO. I think he will sit on the outside and hit Shakur to the body as he backs up in straight lines. I don't think he will sit on the outside and hit Shakur to the body. I think he will. I'm sorry, I read this all wrong. Sorry, 79. I don't think Tio is going for the KO. No, I think he will sit on the outside and hit Shakur to the body as he backs up in straight lines. There's a misconception that Shakur is a runner or Shakur is a backfoot fighter. I've tried to debunk this many times. I've gotten videos demonetized because I've shown too many clips of Shakur coming forward. Yeah, he pulls back, coming forward, pulling back, coming forward, right? He fights coming forward. I don't know where this misconception came from that he's a runner on the move who's always on the back foot. It's not true. Go watch the tape. I would show it here, but I don't feel like getting another video demonetized. Guys, please like, share, and subscribe. Become a member. Become a Patreon. I think Kelly is alive. Now I got to get to the video. I don't see this at all. Oh, yeah, Sterling Castro. You're getting Sterling Castro. Sterling Castro. I'm going to keep doing that, the baseball player. Sterling Castillo at plus 200 is a steal. Guys, you might want to get in on that. Sterling Castillo at plus 200. I had him at plus 105. If you're getting me at plus 200, you might want to take a look at that. That's an upset special right there. I'm looking forward to getting to that video. Backram's hand speed when he lets loose is better. His timing on counters is immaculate. Shout out. That is true. If Shakur is pound for pound guy, then we've fallen. Name another pound for pound fighter with 2 fights where everyone left before it ended. That is irrelevant, 79. The fact that his fans left doesn't mean he's not a pound for pound fighter. They're like that's a non sequitur. It was a masterful performance, by the way. I was at the one fight against Hovanyosian. Not Hovan. What the hell was his name? What the hell was his Hana Honshin? How do you say his name? Herda Harnian Artem. I was at his fight with Artem. It's a masterful performance. And then he came out and knocked out Padley, and then he came out and dominated William Zepeda. He won every single round with William Zepeda. You guys make it sound like this is easy. Shakur Stevenson is different. He's got wins. His last couple of wins, De Los Santos, Hanahonian, Padley, Zepeda. He's a pound for pound guy. He's a pound for pound guy. Backram does have better timing and better punch catching skills. But Kelly has better head movement and speed. I don't know that his speed is as good as you guys think it is. Kelly is better than. I don't know. Well, we're gonna find out. Those slip and rolls Kelly does are goofy to me. I think they want to be Prince not seem like Ben. But I agree. I agree with to a large degree. I agree with that. I think I was thinking of Bass, but he upset. Super impressed with Xander's footage though. Yeah, Xander's winning that fight, guys. What's up? What's up, UMG? What's up, my dude? T.O. beating Shakur. I don't see that at all. I don't see that at all. 100%. Well, get paid on it. Get paid on it. Yeah. Make money on it. Make money on that all day. T.O. paying $225 plus $225. Get paid. Shakur isn't a runner. He jumps back a lot. He doesn't use his angles when he gets pressure a lot. I'll keep my eye on that. I haven't noticed that, but I'll keep my eye on that. Do you think Andy Cruz? No, I don't think Andy Cruz by decision is a lock. I do think Andy Cruz is a lock, but I don't like betting. I mentioned this a little earlier in the live stream. I don't like betting on Andy Cruz methodology because I feel like he can get a lot of stoppages if he wants to, but does he want to? I think sometimes he's completely content playing with his food and just winning every round. He can do that too. But if he wants to press the gas and he wants to get a stoppage, he can. Caleb Wallace, I would feel more comfortable on the stoppage. But I think that's a nice little parlay right there. Just those two will bring you close to even money. Cruz money line, Callum Smith money line. Love both of them. Show the clips of people leaving the arena. That happened. That happened. One of my friends was there, and I said, bro, did you leave the fight? His Jersey guy. I'm like, bro, did you leave the fight before it ended? And he was like, well, listen, I love Shakur. Like, bro. That De Los Santos fight did generous damage for Shakur to the casual fan base. Kelly is getting stopped, possibly. Brian Flores is a dog. I got to tape it. Where the hell are you getting plus 200 for Castillo? Yeah, I want to see where you get that. That is real interesting. The only time I can honestly say Shakur ran was the De Los Santos fight, and as bad as he injured his hand, he's not a runner. Fact, Shakur definitely not a runner. People judge him off one fight and stamp him as a runner. He's not a runner. Artem. Yeah. What the hell is his name? Harahonian. I never thought Shakur ran. I just think you're really that good. You can show it other than taking yourself out of fights. He slows down fights to the point where it makes him look like he ain't shit. A lot of that's true. He's still going to win the fight. I'm not disagreeing with what you're saying. He's still going to win the fight because he's still going to hit and not get hit. I think people don't like Shakur because he runs his mouth a lot. He's not the most likable guy. Maybe. I think it's got a lot to do with his fights aren't fun to watch for most people. What up, Jay Grizzy? No slip with the Shakur money line. Shakur money line all day. Shakur by decision all day. Yo, hope you're well. I am well. Morta and Kelly are just like these two polar opposite styles to make where they both do things way better than each other in different ways. But the odds reflect nothing but Backram's last fight. Backram's going to win the fight. What up, G? How confident are you in Andy? Close to 100%. Close to 100% confidence. Watch Backram's fights and tell me why he was better than Kelly, bro. I don't see it at all. I'm going to do a video on it. I don't even have a... Hang on. You guys are bringing the smoke today with this Josh Kelly fight. That fight's not till next week. That's not till the 31st. Let's worry about that next week. What is the line on that? You guys are mad steps ahead. Kelly plus 260. You guys like Kelly that much? Bet Kelly. I don't see that happening in any way, shape, or form. Offsetting. What's the beef between 79 and Johnny and Cash Out Kings and Johnny? Wait. 79, do you want to address this in the chat? It's what it is. I honestly don't know what Cash Out King and Johnny's beef is. I don't know. I have no idea. What up, Brandon? What up, Brandon? Can you see a draw? I can't. I think Shakur is going to win 10 rounds in that fight, 11 rounds in that fight, no less than 9. I did tape yesterday on Xander. I think he's a level above a best. Yeah, I don't. If everyone is jumping on a best, I don't see that at all. To be fair, didn't Artem give Frank Martin a hard fight? Yeah, no, he did. He did. He was winning that fight to the last round. Backroom 7-12, straddled with Josh Kelly by decision. I like that. You're welcome. Well, thank you. I think that's a good bet, Ryan Hong. I do. What do you think about Khalil Cole? I'm doing the tape on this now. I don't like the price on. I'm going to take Khalil Cole, and I wanted to cook Khalil Cole. Maybe I'll cook him on my later show. I don't like Khalil Cole. I think he's an athlete who boxes. I don't think he's a fighter. I don't think he has much ring IQ. I don't think he knows how to set things up. I don't think he knows how to use his feet. He's just a good athlete with a little bit of power. That being said, Jesse Hart has been inactive. He's old. I can't pick Jesse Hart to win. This is a no bet for me. If you want to bet, Jesse Hart on the money line might be a well calculated risk. Just know you're probably going to lose, but a plus 450, is it worth it? It's not a bad bet. It's not bad. Kelly plus 375 on points. You guys like Kelly. Guys, vote in my poll. Vote in my poll. What up, Rando? What up, Rando? I saw Backham years ago on a Kovalev undercard, and he was very impressed. No way he loses to Kelly unless it's a robbery. Johnny said some people in the Discord were from our community and were talking shit about his picks, something along the lines. Well, look, guys, I don't know. The tape is clipped. I don't want to get into this. Kelly is going to be able to take Backroom's power. Kelly has to run. Once he gets clipped, it should be over. Backroom in play might also get a good play. Josh Kelly for sure wins the early rounds. Muscle said Cash Out King is in your Discord as someone else. I don't know. I don't know. I'm going to reach out to Muscle soon. I haven't spoken to him in a couple days. It's Tuesday. It's getting close to the fight week. I'm going to check that out. I'm going to see what Muscle has to say. All right, guys. I'm going to come back later. I'm going to cook Khalil Cole in the later show. And that's what we're going to do. I'm not a fan. I do think he's going to win the fight. So it's going to come off as weird. He's fighting a guy that's old and inactive, and I'm not betting him. My book has Khalil Cole at minus 750. I ain't betting on that. Ain't no way. Ain't no way I'm betting on that. Ain't no way I'm betting on Khalil Cole at minus 750. But I'm going to come back later tonight. Check it all out. I'm not sure what time. Probably 7:30-ish. I don't know. Something like that. But let me know. Johnny also said he found out who these people were and made some claims about them. Gee, do you think Caleb Walls? I think there's a very good chance. I think the stoppage is worth a gander. I think if you're getting plus 200, it's not a bad bet. Cruz at plus 375. What do you mean plus 375? Cruz at plus 3. Cruz at. I don't even know what that's in. What is plus 375 on that bet? Cruz by stoppage. Oh, Cruz KO. Yeah. It's not a bad bet. He does. No, I'm with you. This is why I'm not betting on Co. I'm not putting it. This fight is a no bet for me. I just think Jesse Hart has the more high level experience against close fights, against Zordo's, and also been active in TCL. I'm not putting too much stock in TCL, but pro recently, so I think Jesse Hart has a shot too. That's why the odds tell me he doesn't, right? Khalil Cole is minus 750. I don't think he's going to win. I think Coe's going to win, but I'm not betting that at minus 750. I'm not betting $750 to win $100 that Khalil Cole wins. I think Jesse Hart is kind of a dog in this fight. Yep, the fights will, but Book will wait till Thursday to put on odds, which is annoying. Cruz KO, yeah. Stop it. Yeah. I think that that's a good bet. I think that's a fair bet. Cal Cole about to beat that man. I'm not a fan of Khalil Cole. I think Khalil Cole is flawed. I don't think he really knows how to fight. I just think he's a good athlete. Like, that's all he is, and he's got a nice jab. All right, guys, I'm gonna wrap. It's good to have you here, Jab. I'm just see you popping. I'm gonna do a second show later today. I'll be back about 6 hours or so. Let me get some stuff done. I gotta watch my tape on Jesse Hart now, which isn't easy. Khalil Cole also just lost by Kato Gallegos, which is nowhere near the level of this. I mean, he did come back and beat him. I beat the hell out of him too. I feel too uncertain about the Zupa card. Will only live bet the entire card. Yeah, I'm dumb late, but you're here, bro. But you're here. But unfortunately, I gotta drop off. Y'all the best. Like, share. Oh, I gotta check my poll real quick. Check my poll. Oh, wow. Wow. God dang. All right, guys. God dang. 88% of you think Julian Rodriguez is gonna upset Sandoval. Really? Guys, I'm gonna end this poll. Guys, vote in the poll now. Vote in the poll now. Then I'm gonna end the poll. End the poll. Vote in the poll. Vote in the poll. Everybody vote in the poll. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Guys, everybody vote in the poll. Let me know if you think Julian Rodriguez is gonna upset Sandoval. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, I'm ending the poll. No one else voted. Wow. %90 of you guys, I'm going to remember this. I am going to remember this. 90% of y'all think that Julian Rodriguez is upsetting Sandoval. We'll do a parlay later in the latest show. They might be tripping. If Jesse Hart is at least 80% of what he was against Zordo, he wins easily. I don't want to say he wins easily. That was a long time ago. What was the Zordo fight? 2017, 2018? I mean, it's going back a long time. But I'm going to end the show now. Y'all are the best. January, guys, become a member, become a Patreon, do all that good stuff. It is January 20th, 2026. From Texas to the world. Thank y'all, and God bless.
Don't miss a tweet, post, story, or video. 3D Boxing is on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Hit the subscribe button now to stay inside the ring.